All right, guys, I'm just leaving the gym. I know I look crazy. I was sweating bullets in there. It's like 110 degrees. Now, I took a week off from posting, but I didn't take one day off from dieting. So I'm back. This is going to be one of the most important videos of the entire series. If you implement these 5 tips, you're going to lose weight, and it's going to make it a lot easier. Tip number 1, something I've talked about before, skip breakfast. Here's the thing. Eating less is going to help us eat less. Simple. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to eat less food every day. A lot of us wake up in the morning and we're not even hungry. We just think to ourselves, oh, it's breakfast time. I got to eat something. Wrong. If you don't eat, you'll have less calories in your body and your body will tap into fat and use that for fuel faster. So skip breakfast and put lunch off for as long as you can. Tip number 2, before lunch, have 2 apples or 2 pears or 1 of each. I've talked about this before. Apples and pears are high on fiber and low on calories. That means you're going to feel full faster and you're going to be less likely to overeat on whatever you have for lunch. Tip number 3, replace all your drinks with 0-calorie drinks. Here's the thing. We're trying to make this dieting process as easy as we can make it. We don't want to have to use a ton of willpower because we only have so much willpower before we just break. It's like in one of those movies where somebody's being interrogated and they're getting tortured, and no matter how tough they are, eventually they always break, right? Well, we don't want to feel like we're being tortured and eventually we just give in to the temptation of eating. When it comes to drinks, whether a drink has calories or no calories, you're getting the same amount of fluid, so you're going to feel just as full. So let's take out these calories that aren't helping us feel full anyway. So 0-calorie drinks. The first thing that comes to mind, obviously, water. If you can't have only water, find drinks with no calories, diet sodas. If you're drinking coffee, black coffee. If you're sweetening it, go with stuff like Splenda. 0-calorie sweeteners. Energy drinks, that's easy. 0-calorie energy drinks. Whatever you're having, find drinks with no calories. It's just going to make this dieting process easier to cut calories while still feeling just as full. All right. Tip number 4. This is one of the most important tips I can give you, and it's something I haven't talked about yet in any of these videos. I'm going to have to go a little bit into the details to explain to you why this is so important, so bear with me here. Tip number 4 is lower your fat intake. I know we all heard you got to lower your carbs. You can't eat bread if you're trying to lose weight. I'm going to explain to you why. That's just nonsense. It's not true. Here's the thing. Food is made from 3 macronutrients: proteins, fats, and carbs. Protein has 4 calories for every gram. Carbohydrates also has 4 calories for every gram. Fats has more than double that. There's 9 calories in every gram of fat. That means if you were to take the fat intake and replace it with carbs or protein, you could eat just as much food and have less than half the amount of calories. Think of how easy that would make it. You're going to be just as full, but you're consuming half the calories that you were. So things we got to look out for. What are fatty foods? We're talking about things like milk, cheese, butter, oil. Basically, if there's anything out there that has a low fat or a no fat alternative, go with that. You're going to be taking calories out without even feeling any different on how hungry you are. Let's think about it like this when it comes to fats versus carbs. I think we've all seen somebody at a cookout who says they're on a diet, so they're having just a beef patty with a slice of cheese and maybe a tomato and some lettuce. And it's because I can't eat carbs. Let me explain this to you. What's going to fill you up more? Having a hamburger with a bun, lettuce, and tomato, or having a beef patty with a slice of cheese and the lettuce and tomato? The slice of cheese has 105 calories. The hamburger bun has 140 calories. Yes, it's more calories, but there's way more volume of food. You're going to end up eating less food. You might have to have 3 of those beef patties to feel as full as you would off of 2 of the hamburgers. And you're just feeling more normal at the party, enjoying yourself. Think about it. You could eat a hamburger. If you have ketchup, lettuce, and tomato, you're not even going to notice there's no cheese on it. Whereas if you're eating a piece of meat with cheese on it, come on, man. All right, I think you get what I'm saying. Tip number 5, we're still going to have fun. We just got to prepare for it. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. On week 1 of this dieting phase that we're doing here, I had a friend invite me out for pizza. Now, what am I going to tell him? Oh, man, I'm on a diet. I just got to stay home and eat chicken breasts. I'm just going to live like a monk. Like I said, We're trying to make this dieting easy on us. We only have so much willpower. We can't just resist forever or we're gonna break. We wanna still be able to enjoy ourselves. So I did go out, I did have pizza, I did drink beer, but you know what I did? I prepared for it. I went all day without eating anything until I went out at 5:30 for pizza. So guess what happened? My body burns about 3,500 calories a day. I went out, I ate as much pizza as I wanted. I had about 2,500 calories in pizza and beer. I had fun, I enjoyed myself, and I was full. For the rest of the day, I wasn't even hungry. So I went to bed and I had less calories that day than my body burned for fuel. So guess what that means? That means my body had to tap into fat and burn that for fuel. So even though I went out and had pizza and beer, I still lost weight that day. Now, maybe that's a little too drastic for some of you guys out there. I'm not saying you have to go the whole day without eating, but just find things that day to eat that have less calories than what you normally eat. Things like what we talked about already, apples and pears, high in fiber, low in calories, gonna fill you up faster on less calories. Another great option is pickles. Pickles literally have 0 calories. You could eat as many as you want and you won't gain any weight. Another thing about going out and enjoying yourself, going out for drinks is fine. We're not gonna just, like I said, live like hermits, turn into monks. We still gotta enjoy ourselves, especially now. It's the springtime, summertime's coming. But if you're gonna go out and have drinks, prepare for it. Have in mind what you're gonna drink. Here's the thing. Every shot of liquor has around 100 calories. Don't add any more empty calories in the mixers that you're using to mix with the alcohol. So we don't want to drink things like vodka and cranberry juice. Cranberry juice has a lot of calories. It has a lot of sugar in it. Stick to stuff like rum and Diet Coke, or vodka and what's that soda, club soda. Look, I know this stuff might not taste as good, but that's actually a good thing. If it doesn't taste as good, we're not going to drink as much. And if we don't drink as much, one, we're not going to get into trouble like we might if we have too much to drink. Two, we're consuming less calories. And three, we're less likely to go want to have some of that food they're cooking in the bar that smells really good, right? All right, guys, like I said, we're trying to find ways to make dieting easier so we don't have to use as much willpower. We can lower calories. We can find easy ways to lower calories. All right, I'll be back soon with more videos. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video. Comment below to let me know you're riding with me. All right, see you guys soon.